Alright, hello and good evening, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Are we coming through okay? Perfect. Alright, hopefully everything is still synced. Let's make sure. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Synced. Perfect. Alright, let's get right back into it. Where did we last leave off? I think we were in a cross. Yeah, okay. So we were in a cross-examination with this bird.
Hold it!
And we were trying to have it say something. This wasn't working. For some reason, what was the bird's name? Polly wasn't saying the whole thing about DL6. So let's try this one. I'll remember if I ever selected these ones. Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly, Polly, what? Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Yes it does. Ha! Fascinating. You claim the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is prove the name Polly to Yogi. Or tie the name. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the character's identity is... Okay, so yeah. It has to be one of... Oh, it won't be that. Oh, 28, 1228. That's the safe combination. Okay. Let's do page 3. Victim data: Gregory Edgeworth, age 35. Return an elevator. Returning lost Charlotte's son. Miles, age 9. One bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Huh. Here we go. Yanni Yogi, age 37. Court bailiff, trapped in an elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory lost due to oxygen deprivation. Arrest after his arrest, fiance Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Okay, so this is what we need.
Take that!
DL6 case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? It does say that, yes. What was his fiance's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. 3 pages is large. It must be large text. I guess that is possible. Objection! Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. We're gonna find that. I know just where to look. well written this, you may continue.
Hold it!
A safe number. Huh? A safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number in the safe in the shack? 1228! 1228! My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has... You aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker? Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to that caretaker's true identity?
Take that!
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to the safe number? It's on the case summary page. Case summary? Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th. Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah. He used the date of the DL6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Objection! Ah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to... Oh, really? Maya, do me a solid and pick his pocket. I'll keep him distracted. I set my ATM's card number to 0001 because I'm number one. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. Damn, I don't have a D20 on me. Oh, wait, there it is. We're about to find out. Hang on. Uh, 11? Plus 4. Hang on, do I have a D4? I do. 11 plus 2, so 13. I don't know, what's Von Karma's passive perception? That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. I'd imagine to be high. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? And who keeps touching my butt? Is my wallet gone? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Objection! Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember! No, it's okay. Oh. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order, order. Johnny Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. Hello, my name is Yanni Yogi. I killed your father. Prepare to convict. No, Skinner. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me look innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. Or yelled random. A plan was written out in careful detail. What did he yell like that? Actually, yeah, he did. He was saving that. Alright, hang on. Let me see if I can fix it. Oh no, you've gotten pretty good at it. Check it now, see if it's available for you. It's not? Shit. Oh well. Thanks, chicken! It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a minute. Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I am not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
On Karma? Where's Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defiant Miles Edgeworth is...
Innocent, in this case at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
Yeah. I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Not guilty. Yay! Is it really over?
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
There it is.
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
Oh, what do you mean?
I am not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edward is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's gonna tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh. What do I do?
Objection!
The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edward's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
That's right. I have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
The fuck is this? For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murder, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess to my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order! Order! This was certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We should hold a trial. Right here. Right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, who will consider the appropriate course of action to take? Court is adjourned. I need to smoke.
I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe in myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Huh? Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Case for what? Huh? Oh, isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He's confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it is unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth.
I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Objection!
Are you sure you heard only one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Shit, what was it on? page 2. The murder weapon was fired twice. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Oh, there's a bullet hole right there. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What?
Impossible.
No, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence in the second firing of the pistols related to this incident?
Look at this photograph.
Take that!
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. Oh,
There's a front. I can see the victim lying there as Gregory Edgeworth.
this proves a murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
Let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
Your Honor, please get a clue.
Take that!
As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the weapon murder was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out? In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright? But who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Case summary, that's on page 1. No clues found on the scene. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene.
If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order, I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapons were fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Commerce says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I'll have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah, how did this happen? I don't believe that second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick! If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. Sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my final verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you told your father so it was not your intention?
Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now! There is no other place that I want to be.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying. My mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
Objection!
Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Nick? I don't know. This case is perfect. Oh, no. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing? The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we just heard the proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer.
Objection!
The murderer?
Then tell us just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet. But why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The scream that Edgeworth heard. Okay, I've got a theory going. Also, I'm going to... No, that's not it. I'm trying to find the, is that sound? That's not how you spell sound. I think I know where this is going. Mike, I want you to cue me in. Alright, so here's my theory. When Edgeworth threw the gun, it went off, but it made that bullet hole in the door. The scream that he heard was someone getting hit, but it wasn't one of those it wasn't Gregory or Yanni. It was somebody from outside that the bullet hit. And after they all passed out, or at least Miles, whoever that second bullet hit got the gun and shot Gregory. Is it Von Karma? Because he like took didn't he like disappear after a while? It's not that he didn't need it, he already had it. Why would the murderer have spent time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take that bullet. And to Mr. Wright?
Hand to Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, wouldn't you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot, and then they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside! Yes! Two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping that I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
Objection!
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. He disappeared because he got shot. That's her motive right there. Yes, an unusual event for that man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor. Just the truth hit me like a ton of bricks and I was just a little lightheaded.
Well, you've indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? He still has that bullet in his shoulder. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking. Knees weak. Arms so heavy. There's vomit on my jacket already. Mom spaghetti.
What?
Von Karma!
Von Karma?
You mean Von Karma, the prosecutor? The one standing right over there.
Bah.
You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright?
Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull out bullets by yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence that proves I was shot? Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is...
Take that!
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. There's a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find.
Objection!
I refuse.
You refuse? But refusing this means... you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order, order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use a metal detector.
Objection!
Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
Objection!
The statute of limitations runs out in this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but I have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet! Mr. Von Karma? You! It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. Yeah, I can. Take that bullet out. You don't have any evidence of the DL6. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth?
I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here is my final proof. Thank you, Maya.
Take that!
That's a bullet. Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of the weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. Like a lawgiver's genetic marketing. I can never break the law! I am the law! Very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder, and we'll compare the bullet ballistic markings to those on this bullet, and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma, was that it? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air, I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Mr. Von Karma?
There was a couple words in there, so I don't know if the berserk would really match that. So, it was you. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. Horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job! Bring an end to this miserable charade! Now! End it! Very well.
It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court finds the defendant Miles Edgeworth.
Yay! Wait, there's more confetti?
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Well, we're not gonna do anything about Von Karma? Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I'm not sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right? Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. He's got you there. Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget the time you won, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? Just take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoa. I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Y'all were great in there. Oh, thank you. Yo, Edgeworth! Congrats! Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in a cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones become bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Oh, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? Oh, that's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh?
It's over, Nick. My life is over. Oh, not this again. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Ah, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
You don't look sick.
It's Keonce. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick! She left me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes. Here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along too. You come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think it'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah. That's strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. Larry! $38 exactly. Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? No. No! Larry! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money laying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back at school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, I've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah. You get worked up too easy, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if I'd only known I'd become a prosecutor.
Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch right?
Hey, y'all. Line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out in the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Whoa. I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Lada and Larry got too drunk, ended up making out at the bar for 45 minutes. It's only 5. Maybe we should go back to sleep. Wait, is he living in the office? Huh? What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Oh, she left! Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick? Maya! He looked at her, and she looked at him. So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her, but still. Only her voice. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Is that bullet still there? Yeah. You should grab this.
Take that!
A bullet? Von Karma was convinced that he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. Can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Thanks, Nick. And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha!
don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Yay! Credits, credits, credits! Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Ooh, Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Huh? Nick? Haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at the cheese shop. That miss is a nice lady, but not exactly what I call a cheap date. She's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. God, what a Larry. Me? Right? Who? Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. I'm like trying to remember all the voices I gave everybody. Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over management at the Gatewater Hotel. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Ahem. Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Ah, his understudy. I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. The days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh fresh lemon, you see. The East Dilemma, yeah. Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Oh, go there she goes again. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I'm sure I owe Mr. Wright a great deal. I'm keeping my face out of public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. I'm just like interviewing everybody. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit sometime, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Right? Who's that? Want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. I was kind of in shock for a boy of my tender age. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I want to be famous. No salmonella. I'm gonna do my, Wait, Shinji Mikami? Really? Aww. Oh, Jesus.
Rise from the ashes. Alrighty. So, Mikami had his fingers in many pies at Capcom at the time. Oh yeah, that's right. He was a producer for God Hand. Oh, really? Beautiful Joe? Did that game get ported anywhere? Like the original Beautiful Joe? No, not yet. Dang it. Alright, so this, I believe this one's the bonus episode that was added for later releases of this game. I think I'm just going to go ahead and save this for after I come back. I'll just go ahead and take the night off tomorrow. Or I could probably just play something else. I don't know, play some Elden Ring or something. I haven't played that in a while. Or Control, yeah. Probably the best bet. They introduce a bunch of new stuff. Yeah, it's all like a bunch of new characters in there. So I'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know when what I'll do. But if assuming I do stream. Alright, we're just gonna close that. So we will save that for the next. We're gonna go ahead and go, yeah, we'll call it here. So it won't be the 9th, but rather the 16th of October. That's when I come back. I think I come back that weekend. I don't know when we're leaving Florida. I think probably either that Thursday or that Friday. But I think more toward that Friday. We won't come back until the weekend. So, but yeah, next time I stream will either be tomorrow, and it'll probably either be Control or probably Elden Ring. I'm leaning more toward Elden Ring because I haven't played that in a hot minute, and I have people to beat. Other than that, yeah. So the 16th. And from there, it'll come back to my usual stream schedule, Mondays and Tuesdays. We'll continue more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney with that 5th episode. And then Wednesday and Friday with more Control. So, and whichever one of those I finish, we're going to start immediately into it, Resident Evil 4, Separate Ways. And then after the other game gets finished, we're going to do the story, the campaign of Mortal Kombat 1. I still need to get that, so I'll probably get it when I come back. But yeah, that's the plan. Go ahead and close that. So I'd like to thank you all for joining me for this finale of episode 4, Phoenix Wright. I guess this would be the vanilla story for the game. So we just got one more, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for whatever I plan on doing. In the meantime, you can go to these links here. The first one will take you to the Lazy League Discord. There you can be able to find the rest of us, such as Oh Hey Mike K, the Batgwin, Gummed Off the Gray, and many others in our circle, such as Juiceless TV, Rainarchy, 98 Tough Love, Warwick, and many others. Come hang out with us. Come be lazy with us. My brain's melting. A lot of fun stuff that happens over there. Watch parties. Mike and I host on Saturdays. Well, not this coming Saturdays, but Lazy Anime. We pick out a lot of our couple favorites. Some animes that either of us never experienced. For my case, it would have been Gal Gaigar, Samurai Pizza Cats, God Eater. For Mike's, it's City Hunter, Ghost Stories. We're both experiencing the Nier Automata anime, and we're currently going through the Castlevania anime series. That's gonna be nice. We get into the new one, Nocturne, whenever we get through that. But yeah, we also got watch parties on Sundays of Star Trek that I host. We're doing Strange New World Season 2, a couple select episodes from the classic series, as well as a little bonus of me experiencing Invincible Season 1. And then there's always the random movie watch party that either myself, Batgwin, or usually it's either one of us, or somebody else. I think there's been a few times where it's Mike. But yeah, we'll host a watch party of a movie that might seems to fit our fancy. Actually, on that note, I do plan on doing another movie watch party of Resident Evil Death Island. So that's something to look for. I've not set a date for that. That's something to look forward to. I'll probably get one set in stone after I finish Separate Ways. Yeah, we got other stuff. Gaming news, Penguin news, D&D talks, tabletop gaming, a lot of event stuff that goes on. We like to play things like Terraria, tabletop simulator, other stuff. I don't know. It kind of shifts, more of a monthly mood kind of thing. But most of that is through Batgwin's kind of mindset. But yeah, so the second link will take you to the sister site for this channel, where you can be able to find more info and other upcoming streams that I have planned, alongside other ones that I just mentioned. And you can also find the archive of all the past streams that I've done over 9 years. We're in year 10, can you believe it? And yeah. And if you got any questions, comments, or concerns that you would like me to know about, or any suggestions that you might have for me for future Let's Plays or Retro Nights, head on over to the contact page and shoot them out to me over there. And I still gotta do Shin Ultraman. Yeah. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be a good one. But yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, additional links down below or off to the side, so including the Twitter, where you can also reach out to me from there. A couple other links to help support the channel, as well as a couple other streamers who aren't connected or affiliated with the Lazy League, but they're the ones that I personally like to watch and follow. Check them all out whenever you can. They're all great. And again, thank you for joining me tonight for this conclusion of episode 4 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And I'll catch you guys possibly tomorrow. If not, I'll catch you guys in about 2 weeks. Hope you guys have a great next week. If not, and hope I enjoy my trip on Florida. Till then, take care, love and hype. Life is good. Good night, everyone.